Parshat Dvarim, Sefer Devarim, going into the book of the Bar Mitzvah of Adiyel, Bezrat Hashem in 4 weeks, Parshat Shoftim, and just to remember that we're learning for the Refuah Binyamin Ve'er Ben Chana, Bezrat Hashem Bizocha, to sit with him and learn with him and do Kabbalat Shabbat with him on Friday, and for all the Chayalim, for all the families, for all the people that are living in fear, for all the people that are feeling nervous and anxious, for all the warriors, for all the dreamers, and for all those feeling at the moment how much it's missing to have Beit HaMikdash, to have the center of clarity in the world. And so when we walk into Sefer Dvarim, it's important to realize that it's different than all others in the fact that it's called Mishneh Torah. One of the titles given for Sefer Dvarim is that it's a miniature book of all four before it. And it's cute and it's nice. But here's our question. Number one, if it's a summary of the first four, then why don't we call it a different book? Why is it part of the Chamisha Chumashim as if it's its own book? If it's just a repetition? If it's just review? And our second question, what might this be teaching us about what brought the destruction of Beit HaMikdash? And so I had this zchut, and I'll try to send a video with it, with this one, to give a shir to the older chevra in Shalva, one of the more powerful experiences, the ideas they have, the awareness, such a bracha. And we obviously spoke about the question, what brought the destruction? And the common theme was sinat chinam. But some of us might have heard the Gemara in Baba Metzia that speaks about, I think in Daf Pei Hey, maybe later, that the reason for the destruction, shelo berchu b'Torah tchila. Destruction is when you don't make a bracha before you learn. And I was thinking about this together with the chevre and Shalva, and I realized that the Torah is endless, and the bracha is manly. We make a bracha and Hashem gives the Torah. And the idea of Hashem is that Hashem is endless, the Torah is endless. There's never a point where the Torah is confined. And a bracha is where man specifies exactly what he's doing and puts it into a box. And one of the reasons that there's destruction in the world is that we don't realize the beauty of contraction. We don't realize that the Torah was not given in order to become greater than others, to be better than others, to be judgmental on others. The Torah was given in order for us to relate it into our small boxes of life, to bring the endless light of Hashem into the finite experiences, into the mundane experiences. And we can say that this might be not a summary of the Torah, but the climax of the entire Torah in Sefer Dvarim. Sefer Dvarim comes and says, sometimes you think more is more, but really confined is the most. Sefer Dvarim confines all four books. It puts it into 3 different lectures from Moshe Rabbeinu to the Jewish people. It puts the endless experiences of over 3,200 years into little boxes, into miniature sentences. And we would say, okay, it's just a summary, but it's not. It's the essence of the whole Torah. The goal of the whole Torah is that it's capable to teach us that to confine is actually to create. Our ability to relate the Shamayim to the Aretz. Or as Bezrat Hashem will experience later this week on Yud Aleph Av, Adiyel putting on his tefillin in Ma'arat HaMachpelah, to take the endless parshiot and to confine them to a box, to a perfect box, is what makes it last forever. That's the strength of Am Yisrael. To realize the beauty of focus, the beauty of putting things into a limited, focused experience. And so that is the idea of Sefer Dvarim, that to confine is to create. And therefore it's a book of itself. And I think this will help us also learn about the destruction of Beit HaMikdash. Beit HaMikdash was a miniature room, Kodesh Kodashim, that got smaller and smaller, from the Hazara that's pretty big, to the Chatzer that's big, to the Kodesh that's medium, to the Kodesh Kodashim that's such a small area, confined area. And building it, Moshe Rabbeinu says, "Da Hashem lo kol haaretz kivodo." Hashem, you're endless. Hashem says, "Lo kivodcha kivodi." My way of revelation is in the tzniut, is in the ability to control, to confine, to focus, to hold on when things are pulling us away. And therefore, we lost Beit HaMikdash, because we thought Beit HaMikdash was a place that wasn't about bringing the big ideas into simple life. And our bracha to Am Yisrael in these days, as we enter into the 9 days, we enter into Shavuot Shechal Bo, we enter to Tisha B'Av, we realize that we're focusing more and more on how much we have to celebrate simple, celebrate the ability to walk, celebrate the ability to think, celebrate the ability to breathe. And this Tisha B'Av, Be'ezrat Hashem, we should confine the endless light of Hashem into something eternal, and realize that we should never make the mistake of not making a bracha before Torah. The bracha is to confine the Torah and to make it connected to the human existence, to the daily experience. Shabbat Shalom, Refuah Shlema, Chalomot Gdolim, V'tikvot Gdolot.